Hopefully some other stuff will come up soon so we don't end up doing the same jobs all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, is it possible to rush the bank on this one?
I think it
with
is.
stealth? Yeah.
See, what I know there's guys that do it really fast, but what I'm thinking is that if we get the proper crew together, we'll need 4 people who are really organized. Oh wait, I better not jump in. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to buy the camera feed. Yeah, what I'm thinking is the kind of crew where everybody would have ECM jammers.
Yeah. Just keep laying one every 20 seconds or so.
Yeah. I think the best thing to do would be to try and dominate one guard, because that's quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Kill the 2 other guards, and if you've got a strong enough ECM jammer, that will prevent pager calls. And also shoot the 2 tellers, and make sure that all the cameras that you have to shoot are shot.
Yeah.
And then you can just get the get that camera room last.
Okay, it's on.
You wouldn't have to worry about the civilian who is always sitting out front.
The bank manager is on the roof.
Oh, is he? I'll be right there. That means there's
there's a camera up there too.
already too.
Money maker.
He's going downstairs now.
Not anymore.
Nice.
1700,000. Ooh.
Oh, ouch.
I can't remember how much you get
no
off
camera
of,
feed.
What's that?
There's no camera feed to the room that leads out to the back.
Oh, there's nothing in there for the cubicles?
Nope.
Well, it's sort of a blessing and a curse.
So I'm blind. I'm blind from there.
Well,
But there is a guard coming towards you.
Not much in the way of happening.
Yeah, the guy that sits up front in the bench, just outside the bank, he always walks up a little bit later. So I'm thinking if you speed run it, you just have to be watching for him to come up on the street.
Okay, there's no one at the bench right now. There's a camera out there as well.
There's civilians back there.
Oh, see you.
There you go, there's one guard. Hey,
Oh, there's the
a
other
camera
door.
at the side door. I forgot about that.
Yep. And there's camera in the lobby and the teller hallway. And the street exterior. That's,
Yeah, I'll go destroy the one at the side door.
okay.
Because that side door is closed, by default anyways, and they won't open it.
I'll keep an eye on that door. There's a guard right next to it.
Oh no guards will go through it. It was closed to
Okay.
begin with, right? So nobody's going to open it.
Yep.
So it essentially closes off the pathway.
I have no idea where the other guy went though.
It's probably walking around in the cubicle area.
Yeah.
There he is. Hi, how are ya? Didn't even know it hit him.
Whoa, I'm pretty bugged out right now. Had a dream about turning into a dog, a fucking Pekingese.
I hope you heard that, man. I still love that.
What do you say?
I'm pretty bugged out right man now. Oh, wait, what does he say? Pretty bugged out right now, man. I had a dream. Dream turned into a dog. Freaking beginnings.
Quit dream.
It's his dream, not mine, so I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh, hopefully this guard goes on the back.
I think that's part of their Swedish humor, since the developers are from Sweden. Got that random stuff going. Let's check this out.
I love
Hopefully
the
I can get in here. Yeah, that camera isn't looking at me. I'm just gonna see where that guard goes. He's walking towards me. Oh wait, he's stopping there. You know what? I'm gonna gamble it. I'll go in.
What are you doing?
No, I'm just going into the security room.
Spiders down here, man. Really big.
Right on.
Yes. I don't have to worry about any more cameras.
Come on, Mr. Guard.
I'm gonna take a look-see. I normally don't do this because it's a bit of a gamble, but... To be honest, I don't really feel that bad from robbing from a bank. In capitalist America, bank robs you! Alright, if this guy gets into a good position...
We're just taking our money back. That's what we're doing.
Exactly. Now, if this guy moves into a good position, which is closer to the manager's office, then I'm gonna need you.
You want me to come over towards you?
Yeah, actually, I want you to do that right now. I'm already looking at this guard, so you don't need to try and look through the cameras to tag him at this point in time.
It's pretty bad when the guard can't see us looking at him. You got your submachine gun. And
See,
a clam
it's
map.
exactly that
And this
reason
guy-
why I think video games should stop trying to be realistic. Because the more realistic that they are, the more unrealistic it feels because they just can't program all that stuff in, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
one thing that people keep complaining about, like reviewers and certain gamers, is about realistic AI.
Yeah.
But realistic AI, there's a couple of problems with it. It takes up a lot of computing power. It takes a lot of time to program, and a lot of people actually hate it. The reason why is because realistic AI is more likely to get you. So
Yeah, exactly.
people, I mean, in Call of Duty, do they really want enemies that are going to kill you as often as you kill them? Or do they really want to have enemies that will, trick you into thinking that you're this badass?
Yeah.
This great, awesome soldier who can kill swaths of people. In reality, it's just, they've got tiny life bars and you don't, and you've got a huge one. You head into the copy room?
And then you go online and get your ass kicked.
Walk 20 paces and it's a game of quick draw.
Yeah. Man, this guard's being a douche.
He's just doing what he's programmed to do. He's got a preset path that he has to walk in. He might walk behind the tellers, but that's extremely unlikely. Especially since the door was initially closed.
Hey, try opening up that door.
I already did open it.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
I think what happens is when the door is closed, it closes off a pathway.
Yeah. Come on, Mr. Guard, do something.
Let's hope he goes to the cubicles or the copy room.
Just chilling by the ATMs.
What's that?
I say he's just chilling out by the ATMs. Man, these people must be so pissed off. It's like the slowest bank in the world.
Yeah, I remember that. Nobody ever moves, and you just have that one guy who keeps arguing with the teller. The teller does nothing. And that is what it's like to work in retail.
There's the other guy who's in behind the first guy who's just sitting there with his arms crossed, really ticked off because the transaction can't be completed.
Look at the bright side. At least it's not like most banks where... Have you ever gone into a bank and there's a gigantic lineup? And they've got spots for, like, say, 4 tellers, but they only have 2?
Yeah. TD's like that a lot. Walk into those banks and you'll be waiting a little while.
Oh man, I could go on and on about Canadian banks.
Come on, Mr. Guard, do something interesting. Oh shit. Okay. Finally doing something different. Yay.
Please go that way, yes. And that's the way we want him to go. If he starts moving towards that manager's office,
yeah.
Oh, I can't see from this point. No. Actually, why don't I? You stay right there, and I'll see if I can spot him.
Yep. Sounds good.
So you don't have a good camera view from that point. There he is. Just hope. Gotta watch your civilians too. He starts moving towards that manager's office, and I'm gonna go in there with you. And we'll both try and intimidate him.
Yeah, what about this guy sitting at the desk?
Well, they're gonna react pretty slowly. So if we intimidate that guard fast enough, no, don't go that way, don't go that way.
Oh wait.
No, I don't know what he's doing.
You might be thinking about coming over this way. No.
Nope.
God damn, this guard is borderline mentally retarded. Where'd he go?
We're behind the tellers.
He's looking at the camera.
Yeah, the camera doesn't look over my direction. Thank you. Oh. Move towards those cubicles with the copy room. Oh man.
It's one guard. He's a survivor, man. The lone surviving guard.
Get down.
Well, that's not what I had to do. Let's hope there's no civilians out here. Okay, he's going to the he's going to the manager's office. I'm gonna go in. Let's go in there and intimidate him. Let's go.
Put the hands up.
Don't shoot. Down on
That hostage will definitely make them have to regroup.
Hit the ground,
Buy
people.
you more time.
Down on the ground. All of you down on the ground.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh, we don't have to answer the pager. That's good.
Exactly. It's usually a lot faster.
Cool.
I mean, when you shoot him,
You
you
have
have to wait to answer the
the
pager.
extra cash. Oh god, not this thing again.
Good thinking. Force will slow them down.
Now you think that people walking by, seeing a boarded up window in a bank, would probably wonder why that window is.
No. And they got big windows. They get broken all the time.
Maybe we're in Detroit. I heard that heard there's a lot of broken windows there.
Oh man, Detroit. I used to go there a lot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I used to interview bands, so they make a lot of tour
Oh,
stops in
nice.
Detroit. The great thing about Americans is that they've got a lot of hometown spirit. There's this one band from Detroit called the Black Dahlia Murder, and I became friends with those guys. I got to know them pretty well. And when I was
really?
talking to them, one of the vocalists, who I see every now and then at other shows, depending on what show I go to, it's like, yeah, there's nice places to play in Detroit, it's been the murder capital of the U.S. a couple of times, but there's still nice places to play. Yeah, you can still
Minor details, man. Minor details.
Yeah, Detroit, over the lifetime of the city of Detroit, 2 million people have been murdered there.
Yeah, man. Believable.
And its current population is 700,000 people. So more people have been murdered there than who currently live there.
Quite the city.
And
Yeah, we murder more people than we actually house.
Oh, there's crazy stuff in Detroit, man. I mean, you can get a pizza faster than you can get the police.
It's probably delivered on a bike as well.
I don't know, man. Like, everything there is armored and protected.
Yeah.
If you want to
Christ, if
exchange
2 million
money,
people are dying.
yeah, any
I can
place
wear
where you
an armor
exchange
suit.
money, like the liquor store or a convenience store, that's behind bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some places, like I heard about one fast food place that was so armored up that somebody went there, somebody who I know went there, and apparently they never even dealt with an actual person. They never saw a live person. They went through the drive-thru, heard some stuff, weren't sure if it was a real person or a robot.
Wow. Sounds like Ohio. You drive to the convenience store, pull up to the window, they hand them a piece of paper, and they'll go get everything for you.
Wow.
Pretty pretty. I don't know.
Yeah, I went to Buffalo
Sounds
one
too
time,
easy.
and I remember the store said you can't come in with hooded sweatshirts with the hood up.
Yeah. Probably because they've getting robbed every other weekend.
But look at the bright side. At least rich people have lots of money there. That helps everything.
Exactly. I wonder how many rich people are part of that 2 million statistic.
Well, they now have
Probably not
gated
many.
communities in the United States. It's to the point where they have guarded security, where security has their own cars.
Yeah, their own like little private military.
Almost. More like private police officers. Although the police
Yeah.
officers in the United States are almost getting like the military.
Yeah. Well, Christ, they kind of have to be now. Now that all the school shootings and shit are happening. Holy shit.
Actually, if you look at the statistics, our perception, we have the perception that there are lots of school shootings.
Yeah.
But in reality, do you know how long there, like, if we replace the word shootings with massacres, do you know how long there have been school massacres for?
Oh god, yeah, in other countries? Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, they've had school massacres since there's been schools. Yeah, and you know that in Africa as well. You know, like every
Yeah.
day, some paramilitary or terrorist group or warlord will step into a classroom and just slaughter every child in there with machetes and,
Yeah.
and clubs.
Well, even
So,
Christ in China, I was reading an article. It was actually on this topic that we're talking about now. Like they're saying how what was it? 5 guys ran into a subway tunnel and just started hacking people up with machetes. And I guess this is a regular occurrence in China. Crazy
yeah,
shit.
we're actually starting to get to the point now where, you know, it's considered like 3 people have to be killed in an incident for it to be considered a massacre.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
now like ending up with these stabbing massacres. Like, well, of course you probably heard about the one. I can't remember where it was. I think it was Alberta. 5 people got stabbed by one person who was suggested to have mental
Yep.
health issues. And that actually happens in the U.S. pretty often as well.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't happen near me, I'm okay.
Damn, it feels good to be around him.
Nicely done.
Now that you've taken a hostage, the police assault is going to take more superb often.
Yeah, Bain, you're a little bit late about that.
Good work.
You took that hostage like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, 80,000.